Yes, leadership summit be because so ewo a year Cape Coast University. Now mon korana mugu university wono. You the Chancellor of Cape Coast University. Are you okay? Is your brain working? The University of Cape Coast Chancellor. Are you okay? Is your brain working? Are you okay? Who is the Chancellor of University of Cape Coast? Get me that person's name. You are the Chancellor. You are making this man, Kennedy Agyapong, come there and talk to the student. A man who stood on national television to set a journalist up. You are a chancellor, and you are giving your school to such a foolish man to come and talk to the student. Are you okay, Mr. Chancellor? I am talking. Matters of leadership there in summit in the University of Cape Coast. University of Cape Coast with that credibility because of politics, and you, the lecturers and the chancellor. Mr. S, give me the chancellor's name and give me his picture. Now, if this summit happens under your watch, you will not like being the chancellor of University of Cape Coast. I am saying this today. This guy has stood on national television, threatened judges, put a journalist before the public. He incited people to murder a journalist. He didn't stop there. He went further to warn, threaten another journalist who went to stand in front of a committee to speak on issues of murder. This is the same man who sat on national television to say he wants people to go burn the ex-president. And you, the chancellor of a university like Cape Coast, you want to sit there and say you want this man to come talk to the students. Are you crazy? Mr. S, Mr. P, get me his picture, get me his profile, get me everything on the chancellor. We are not going to entertain such foolishness again in Ghana. We are not going to entertain it. You are going to give this guy an opportunity to come and speak to the young generation that we are training to be a generation that is going to be decent. Now, what has he done to deserve to have a leadership summit in the University of Cape Coast? I'm talking to the chancellor. Guys, pull the chancellor's picture for me. Pull his image for me. And that's what I will let people know who this chancellor is. We are not going to entertain this nonsense again. Agyapong Nkrumah, you, this chancellor, COVID-19 expenditure audit report from the Auditor General. This Agyapong Nkrumah, he's a thief, he's a criminal. He took 150,000 old Ghana cedis, 1.5 billion. Nurses died. Nurses died. People at front lines, students, young people died. Agyapong Nkrumah squandered the money. The Auditor General's report said he chopped the money. You are a chancellor of a university like Cape Coast. And then you say, these people should come and talk to the students. I swear to God, if this summit happens on campus, you, the chancellor, you will never have peace in Ghana. What are they coming to talk about? What are they going to tell these young kids? This Kennedy Agyapong, this same person, the things he said, he says he knows who killed JB Dankwa. Till date, he has not provided anything. He said the IGP. He has not even come out to do a press conference to say it's true or not. You want this guy to come stand in front of students, enter the prestigious University of Cape Coast. Now, what you see a Jimmy Anna, you just want to taint the university. So I'm sending this warning to the Chancellor. This summit, let it happen. And it is happening when? When is the date? 10th of March. When is that? Today is Wednesday, Friday. Let's see what will happen. They will come and talk, but you, the Chancellor, you will feel the heat. We will dig you to the core, to the point where people will know who you are. So the students at the University of Cape Coast, the right-thinking students, these are not people who are supposed to come speak in front of students and say, leadership summit, my foot. Criminals. Criminals. Kennedy declared war in Ghana. You, the Chancellor, didn't you hear me play the audio? Kennedy Agyapong declared war. This is a prestigious university, and you make every fool come there and talk. What kind of nonsense is that? Why have you people run the universities down like that? Why are you all after money? Because of politics, campaign. Mr. S, Mr. P, get me the picture of the Chancellor, quickly. Pull in for me. Mr. S, Mr. P, get me his picture. All right, boss, I want to place his picture on before I move on. Now, you lecturers expect to say, Mobile the fathers of these children. You throw the children to these criminals. When you Kennedy Agyapong record, don't you know what Kennedy Agyapong has done? Uti Kroma Kennedy Agyapong declare war. Uti Kroma Kennedy Agyapong catch in conference of murder journalists, murder journalists. Kennedy Agyapong sat on TV to insult the Supreme Court, the judges. He is a member of parliament. He makes laws. How do you allow such a person to come to University of Cape Coast and say he is coming to do what? He is coming to speak on leadership. Are you people okay? Why do we hail foolishness in Ghana like this? All right, thank you very much. The picture is in. Let me put this picture on the screen. We are not going to spare anybody again. The nonsense must stop in Ghana. And this is how it starts. Now, Omudin Kwasiasemo University, now, politics. This is the Chancellor of the University of Ghana, Cape Coast University. I am telling you, sir, with all due respect, I am a nice person and I respect a lot. But we want to keep something called integrity and respect in our universities. When it comes to the United States, when you go to UK, Agyapong will never have any day, any inch to speak at the university with a track record. Never. When Agyapong comes about America or about Worcester, I'm sending email come out Worcester for mayor. I'm a chairman who Agyapong is. The guy stepped away because the consequences associating with such a person. And as we speak, you are associating Agyapong or your university with such a person. So his name is Vice Chancellor of UCC. His name is Professor Johnson Nyako Buampong. Professor Nelson Boache Buampong. Okay, that's the Vice Chancellor. Get me the Chancellor himself. So this is the Vice Chancellor. Okay, the Vice Chancellor is there because the other one is the ceremonial. So this guy is the Vice Chancellor. And I'm sending this message to you. If you don't want us to put you on the spot and dig you from down to up, allow Agyapong to come to that university. His track record does not deserve any lecture in any university in Ghana. Why are you people entertaining mediocrity and foolishness like this? I am sending this humbly. I am sending this with respect. I'm sending this message humbly. Now, let Agyapong go there and speak on what we call Leadership Summit. Then we will see from here. Thank you very much. Now, akufo-addo and the Okasa Parliament. Where you room, State of the Nation. I mean, akufo-addo Kasa Parliament. Dear no kai, or say COVID funds were not misused. Or kind of also on TV3 for the published story. I'm say he mentioned among other things that frontline health workers were given 50% tax relief for the period. Also, he said electricity and water tariffs were subsidized for Ghanaians during the period. Nana akufo-addo say or say COVID-19 sika no oman say no. Now the kudienti a wanse no de oka ni nyina say oso obuche nsuo omuche de aduane mo kai say nsuo ne aduane no mo mamutuae mo kai say Nana akufo-addo ka so ama nurse for de insurance nurse ni be na insurance no ye ntia e na nurse for nya COVID-19 ewuye kojo Opon Kromati information ministry nya almost 2 billion old Ghana cedis Opon Kromati na nka nsanka wagye sa sika ne di akufo-addo enka hwe COVID-19 sika yenim sika ne bebie ko yehu NPP communicators omoti radio so any TV so eka sibia ye che sika no 100,000 Ghana 200,000 Ghana chairman yati ha na the Auditor General ekofa nhoma ba ye say amanfo awie sika health minister akufo-addo ntumi pam no na president unjimi ye ontumi pam kojo Opon Kroma president unjimi ye sika na amanfo misuse na if different parts of the world help no you have misused the money and we be general say o misuse skebia adan ya oche nsuo na e free no oche aduane e free no Ghana for na osaje tax say watch o nsuo so the money itself we are talking about is sika no way Nana akufo-addo and there can be parliament and no mama who say MPP akufo-addo Bawumia Alankash ene ntwena o makade se ombeso budi president no party no nyansa paade abomo Nana akufo-addo se oman no ayeye adentina man na ye say even motorbike riders stop at traffic lights things are improving or say nyoma ekoye wo Ghana na adentina nyoma ekoye or say ende obi twi moto kra odu traffic light no wogina president no dementia wa bodam because obi twi moto no odu traffic light no wogina nti Ghana ekoso sansemo ye ka kire MPP sa Facebook bloggers in kwasiafo no asemo ye kan kire Ghana ni onim nyansa a whole president of a republic. You are standing in front of the nation around the world. Everybody is watching you. Now we be one waka say, omo mutwi moto no, omo gina o traffic light inti nyoma yeye ya bra bomu koso. Onya aboa. Say you disrespect we the people. Where you are some efre akufo-addo anobaye. Did it become so much of a big deal say motorbike gina traffic light is already moto gina inti Ghana for abra koso inti motorbike for gina e traffic light munti yesuma ye school semo koso ye juma semo koso ye sika semo koso na president we nipa MPP for we omunim nyansa. Are you people not ashamed? Are you not terrified when a president of a republic reading the State of the Nation telling us to say because traffic lights, motorbikes jinanti, traffic lights no, motor light muninti, she say o minor impuntu bim president ne Jimmy MPP for me Jimmy. You are all supposed to sit and say this is a no. We need to go to opposition. Oh yeah. Akufo-Addo kan kwase asem we no na asanteman 47 MPs in the parliament no mu bom nsem. Into ombeso mo kire say mo ayi mu fra asanteman mu 47 no we na omuyi omu so mo mrankran. Ebe de no bi ntin kran kasa asantefo yinkurasefo. Na nado dan Akufo-Addo bi na no akasa asem we na 47 MPs so mu fra Ashanti regional dodo no omu bom nsem. Adentira because asanteman pempuntio enkwase akeka say na asanteman dodo no pe. Until you see where our problem is, because we are MP class, how do we need so bones? A whole political party, you have been in power for 6 years. The president stands in parliament to say, because people are stopping at traffic lights, things are improving. And tomorrow morning, people will sit on TV and on radio in Ashanti region, in the Eastern region, in the Greater Accra region, and defend this ridiculous statement, disrespectful statement from the president. How did we lower the presidency? I do this level. How can we lower everything? How do you lower Jimmy? And this is no big deal. And we are sitting in Ghana and we think we have a government. We have a party that can change us. Me say MP before Omo Odate Lamte, Omo Messi, Omo Asamoah any Akufo-Addo. When any so nim nyansa nyina. Into Omo Makano, we need to form the head besi. So the 2 more.